up, everybody? Yeah. Welcome to a brand new episode of The Beta Report.
That's right.
Yes.
I am your host, Jeff, a.k.a. The Con. That's right, dude. We're never going to get old with that.
No,
It's
never.
a classic. It's a...
The soundbite.
It's a staple.
It's got to be. It's got to be. Guys, I cannot do this show without my co-host, Jason Maximus.
What's going on? I thought you almost forgot my name for a second.
No.
Jason Maximus. That is me.
Of course not. I'll never forget your name. Jonathan Kalel.
That's right. Jonathan Kalel. That is me. That is me.
What are you going to say?
I was going to say Calman.
Calman. You can still say Calman.
The Cal.
That is,
I still have it in me. Still have it in me a little bit.
You are still Calman.
Still. To this day.
To this day.
To this day.
Never be ashamed about that.
Never.
Never, guys. Hey, thank you guys for joining us. A brand new episode this week. We got a great show for you guys. We got Barbenheimer Fever. We didn't watch the movie. Either one.
But that's okay.
But that's all right. It's okay.
Because we're still going to give you our opinions anyway.
Well, not on these two movies. Not yet. But we will be in honor of Barbie and Oppenheimer. We're going to be talking about our favorite Nolan films. Chris Nolan has like some crazy movies, guys. So we're going to talk about what our favorite movies from Christopher Nolan is. I was going to say Christian Nolan. It's not Christian Nolan. It's Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Christopher
in one
Nolan.
of Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, right, exactly. So we're going to talk about our favorite Nolan films. In honor of Barbie, we're going to talk about what kind of toys we'd like to have made into movies. Mm-hmm. There's some crazy ones, man. We're going to talk about some of those. And, of course, we have our review/pick of the week for this week. So we got a packed show for you guys today. So let's start off, first of all. Guys, we were talking about how, this Barbie stuff and Oppenheimer and how crazy it was. It was a crazy weekend for both of these movies, man. I mean, these two movies made so much money that in one of the articles was talking about that there hasn't been this big of a weekend since the Avengers Endgame, The Force Awakens. It's only those two. But
what about Titanic?
No, that's Titanic.
That's all the way.
No, that's all. But no, it's crazy how much money they made. Like Barbie made 155 domestically and 182 million internationally. Damn. So like, I don't do math.
It's pretty.
So that's a lot if you add these two together.
It's
like
ridiculous number.
It's almost like over 300 million.
Yes.
Over 300.
Like that, right?
Over 300.
Some crazy
It's
number.
like 330 something.
So I don't know. It's crazy. And that's just Barbie. And then Oppenheimer made 80.5 million and then 93.5 million internationally. So why that's a big deal is because usually you don't have two movies making ridiculous amount of money. It's usually like when Endgame came out, it's like nobody saw any other movie but Endgame.
Right.
It's only that movie. But this weekend we had like two big movies where people were going out to watch both of these movies. So like I know some people who went to go see Oppenheimer. I don't really know many people that saw, like personally, that saw Barbie. Do you guys know anybody? You guys know anybody?
No, I've only ever seen the people that watch Barbie. Yeah. You can tell when they go watch Barbie.
Well, I think we were eating last night and we saw some people who were like, "Oh yeah, they went to go see Barbie."
I was like,
they're all dressed.
I think we know what kind of movie they watch.
Because they're all dressed in pink. It was funny.
They actually probably went to go see Oppenheimer. Probably.
I don't know, but it's crazy. It's just really crazy that there's so many people want to go watch both of these movies on the same weekend. It was crazy. It was like all over everywhere, like social media, people talking about all the memes and everything about talking about Barbie or Oppenheimer, which was crazy. So we're gonna watch the movies. We just didn't get to watch it this weekend. Actually, my fault. I tried to look up to get tickets for all three of us, and like they were all sold out.
It's funny. It
doesn't happen like that in a while.
The closest one is in like the next state over. Like,
I know. Seriously.
Well, it's funny that we mentioned that Jonathan and I last week that our most anticipated movies were Barbie and Oppenheimer, and we actually didn't see.
Well, I will say I did see the Oppenheimer nuke scene, so I did get to see that.
Bruh.
So that was.
Don't talk about piracy on this.
No. That's
exactly
it's all
not.
over.
That's what he would have said if he.
Just kidding.
If he did do that,
I was actually lying.
I'm kidding.
I did not see the nuke scene.
No. Seriously, it's all over the place. I'm sure you could see it on Twitter or X or Threads, whatever those things are called now. They're always changing names. But anyways, it's crazy weekend. We're gonna get to see it, and at some point, and we'll talk about how those movies were. But apparently they were good, and a lot of people went. So it sounds like the three of us were the only people who didn't go see Barbie or
I know,
Oppenheimer.
seriously.
So, oh well. That's enough of Barbie Oppenheimer. Oh wait, it's not enough. We can still talking about Oppenheimer, but you know what? Let's jump into not so much the Oppenheimer craze, but let's talk about Christopher Nolan and talk about the movies that he's done and what our favorite movies from Christopher Nolan are, because dude, he's got a lot. Yeah, and he's got some really, really good ones. So I'm interested to see what movies you guys think are your favorites for Nolan movies. So Jonathan, I'm looking at you, so I guess we'll start with you.
All right. Yeah, so I think my top 3 Nolan movies, not in any specific order. The first one, maybe in a specific order, because this first one is my favorite from the 3, is Interstellar. I absolutely love that movie. That movie,
movie blew your
like
mind.
that's one of those movies that I watched that I was thinking about for 3 days straight after I watched it, the first time. It's one of those movies.
Well, people were saying with that movie it was really dense, though, right? It's really heavy.
It's really heavy on the dialogue and
and
science and explanation and logic.
I believe in science. Sorry, I just thought every time I think of science, I think of
the guy from Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre. Yeah, sorry. Anyways,
no, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth because it's the first half of the movie is all not even in space, but then I think it's worth that entire second half of just space, and I think it's just so much. I think you guys haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. This is crazy.
Which is
kind of embarrassing.
It's outrageous.
I'm embarrassing that I haven't seen it, and I think what kind of it didn't scare me was maybe off-putting. I don't know. I don't think that's the word. But anyways, what kept me away from watching it was that it's really long.
Yeah.
And initially, when I heard it when the movie came out, was it's kind of boring. It's kind of these long parts or whatever. And the ending was kind of weird. So I'm gonna watch it. I promise.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna come back and tell you if
we're
you're
gonna-
right or wrong. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
No.
We're
But
gonna
look,
rate and rank.
yeah, I'm gonna rate and rank. But no, I heard it's a good movie. So what's your other movie that you?
Okay, my second movie is Inception. Inception. I mean, it's a Nolan classic.
That's no
It's a no-brainer right there.
Come on, how can I not have Inception on this list?
Elliot Page is great. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Ellen.
Yeah, no, Elliot.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Well, she's
Elliot.
technically she's Ellen Page in that movie.
In the movie,
she was
in the
Ellen.
movie.
but now
before-
he
no,
is
she's
Elliot.
Elliot.
Yeah, it's Ellen
Okay.
Page. Yes.
Yeah, all of them, because what's his name? Gordon Levitt, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, right?
Joseph
Yes,
Gordon-Levitt.
yes.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and then
Jogo Lev.
Is that what they call him?
No, I just made that up right now. Jogo Lev.
You're
Jogo
also, I
Lev.
mean, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio. That's what I was gonna say next.
Leo-
And then, what? Tom Hardy, right?
Tom Hardy. is in
Tom
there,
Hardy.
so, yeah.
Lead the cap.
Lee DiCaprio.
I'm
Lee
sorry.
DiCap.
Tom Hard.
Tom
DiCap.
Tom Hard.
Tom Hard.
Tom Hard is
Too
in
hard.
it.
Too hard.
Too hard.
Too hard. Tom Hard.
TH. Let's go.
TH. Thard. Thardy.
I'm just kidding. Inception is dope. Let's go with that. Inception is
That's
dope.
all.
Okay.
There's not much to say about it. Okay.
Right.
And the third, no, there's a lot to say about it.
I was gonna
but
say there's a lot to say.
there's a lot to say about it,
But that movie,
It's-
I mean, that was gonna be one of my picks too. I guess it could still be, but it's
Well, it's also one of mine too. So
we're gonna have to pick
Now we
different
gotta-
ones.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Okay, look.
what are you gonna say?
It
It's
is
so
dope.
good
It
that
is
it's
dope.
easy
It's,
to
it's,
see.
It is
bar.
so
it's
dope.
so good. It's what's crazy about Christopher Nolan is that he does not rely on CGI. I
Yeah.
think at all.
He's
Uh-huh. Well, this movie,
He-
yeah, right.
no, well, he's very practical. In
But
a
this
lot
movie,
of
the
Excuse me,
scenes,
sorry.
I don't think were practical. Like
Yeah, the whole
they
the,
were
the whole
really- most of
scene.
them were practical.
is
Yeah.
practical.
where like the things are like going into each other and stuff, and like that's what I
Oh,
mean.
that's visual effects. Yeah,
that's what I
obviously,
meant.
yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
else, yeah, of course.
But like
is practical.
CGI, yeah.
He doesn't use CGI. He's known for a lot of practical effects.
Like the scene
like
where
when they're floating through the room, the hotel room.
yeah,
Like when you see the
Yeah.
behind the scenes of how that room is rotating, and they're actually in a room, like a whole set
Freaking,
of
Yeah.
a rotating
like-
room.
or I'm sure
Zero
like in
gravity
the
or
very
Yeah.
first
something,
scene where like the walls are caving in from the water. Like I'm sure that's all like
I guess a visual effect, but not CGI. I don't
Not-
know. It's weird. I don't know
I
how
don't
he
know.
does it.
All right, but
I'm pretty sure he
Inception
used
is
actual
great.
water.
Right,
Like,
that's what I meant. Like
yeah.
I'm sure it was like a
It was
set.
actual
Like I'm
water.
sure like, but yeah. Bottom line, Inception is great.
Inception is great.
Alright,
yeah.
what
Go
about
for
the
it.
first one?
for my third one, it's between two. So I'm gonna say both, and I'm not gonna say much about them. it's between Tenet and Dunkirk. Tenet, the three main ones that I mentioned, Interstellar, Inception, and Tenet, are all kind of like mind-boggling movies. Tenet the most, because if you haven't seen Tenet, if you're going to watch it, just like be open-minded, because it's very, very hard to understand. Like even I still don't understand it. Like I just don't. The whole like how time moves backwards and you can like control time. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. But it was a great movie. I think it's a good movie. And then Dunkirk. I mean, Dunkirk is great. It's a great war movie. It's a great war movie. Like I don't know. Like I said, I'm not gonna say much about it. That's it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So it's a tie between those two.
It's a tie between those two. Yeah.
Okay. Here, should I say mine?
Go for it.
Okay. It's funny because two of those pretty much are on the same list as mine. But I'll say one that's different, The Dark Knight.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Or is that one of yours?
I had to drink some water before I started coughing into the arm microphone. But which is Dark Knight,
Dark
right?
Knight.
Absolutely, dude. Stop taking mine, dude.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I'll save that one for you then, I guess. And then I'll go ahead and say Inception, obviously. Inception's a really good, like mind-boggling, like what do you call it? Like life-questioning type movie, you know?
Yeah.
And then especially in the end with the little topper stuff. And
I think I heard somewhere that they did confirm that was real though. You
kind of see it like
it's like
wobble
it's like
a little
wobbling.
bit.
But I
It's
did
like
hear. I don't know if it was from Nolan himself. I think it was from Nolan that he said that like don't worry, that scene is like real or that's
intentional,
reality.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right. Well, there you go. That's your answer.
yeah,
But anyway, that's the second
So
one.
wait, he's saying that that is reality.
that is reality.
Yeah, that
for
he
him.
actually did go home.
Okay.
Go home.
Well, that was a lot of because you could see it at the end.
like starts to
it
wobble.
a little
It's
bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know why people were like, "Well, is it real or not?" I go, dude,
It was pretty obvious.
I could literally see on the screen the thing like wobbles. I mean, I guess I did a good job that right when it wobbles, it stops.
Yeah, because
But it wobbles. I could still see it.
Yeah.
So I don't know why it was still like,
whatever.
oh my god, it's such a big
Whatever.
big thing.
Exactly. But anyway, yeah, that's the second one, and then the last one. Dang,
Excuse
do
me.
you need some water?
No, sorry, man. I'm still getting over a cold. Go for it.
The third one would be Dunkirk.
yeah.
You know, but that one's like for sure.
Oh, Dunkirk is such a good movie.
Like
too.
yeah, and you know what's funny is that a lot of people. I feel like Dunkirk is probably like the most similar to like Oppenheimer in the sense that it's very like dialogue driven, you know, and it's like a slow pace almost. But what I like about Dunkirk is that Dunkirk has that like sense of like urgency and time that throughout the whole movie, I think it's a constant. There's constant ticking. Like tick, 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 tick. So it's like super cool and it's like super intense because there's like three different sets of like perspectives. I think it's like a pilot's perspective, the Navy, I think, and then the soldier, frontline people.
The soldier.
Dude,
Yeah,
isn't T Hard in that movie too?
I think T Hard is in that movie as well. I think he's the pilot. I think
Are we
Hardy.
Thardy.
Hardy.
I think
He's the
I
pilot.
think Tom Hardy's a pilot.
Dude, I love
But,
Tim Hardy, bro. Tim
yeah,
Hardy's
he's
dope, dude.
Tim
So-
Hardy.
Tim Hardy.
Tim Hardy.
Hey,
But anyway,
His name is going to progressively change over
Tom
the.
Hardy.
he did so good in Inception that they had to bring him back for Dunkirk.
Yeah.
So
Well,
but
not
yeah,
even
Dunkirk-
that. He's so good they had to bring him for Dark Knight.
Yeah,
And Joseph
I'm
Gordon-Levitt.
sorry, Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight
Because
Rises,
Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in Dark Knight, right? Too.
Jogo Lev, please.
Oh my bad.
Jogo Lev.
Jogo Lev.
Joggle.
Yeah, he's
Joggle.
No, no.
Joggle.
Jogo. No, I like.
What?
Why'd you change? We're talking about Jogo Lev. We went
Yeah,
right
but
into
no,
the-
because I'm saying it from Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Jogo Lev is in Dark Knight.
Bro, that's your Bane.
Bro, I can't do both hands. So
You shouldn't do it with any hands because it's.
I don't remember.
that's what he sounds like in the movie.
Some lines are literally intelligible. Like,
Yeah,
like
so-
I don't know what I
Yeah,
need
it's
subtitles.
Oh, Batman.
I'm pretty sure Christian Bale himself was like,
You know what's crazy? It's crazy is that Tom Hardy used that voice for Bane because he's inspired by an Irish barehand knuckle fighter. And somewhere I found a video interview with that guy, bro, that sounds exactly the voice
Like
that
Bane?
Tom Hardy was saying. Yeah, seriously. Hopefully we could find that video. Maybe we could put it
right now that I can't think of any quotes that he said.
Dude,
What's like the main quote when he's at the stadium, right?
Yeah.
Like he like
I
gets
can't
the
remember what he
intercom at the
said,
stadium.
though.
Yeah, what does he say?
I don't remember. I don't know. But it's crazy because you obviously remember the way Bane sounds.
Yeah.
And then I saw that, and it was not too long ago too. It was recently, like last week or something. I think it was like on Twitter. Somebody posted an actual video of the guy he's talking about, and you hear him talk, and you're like, "Dang, that sounds like dude." You can hear the little high pitched sound. Yeah. The Bane has those little high pitched sounds in his voice that I'm not gonna even.
Oh, what does he say? Like, oh, you broke your back, or I forgot. He like
It says something.
Yeah.
smashes his.
He's
his
got this
spine or
weird
something.
cadence, but when you hear that cadence, the guy has the same cadence. I wish I knew it with the guy's voices,
Irish
anyways.
dude.
But
Yeah. So those are the. But
Th-
yeah,
th-
those are the.
those
main
are your three
Main three, yeah.
three movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, now go.
All right. So here's my picks, because look, you can't argue with like some of your movies that those are like amazing. But I'm gonna pick three that I don't know if you guys. I don't remember if you guys have seen yet or not. Wait, you did pick The Dark Knight, huh?
Yeah.
Because he didn't give like his explanation
you
though,
can-
so
you
you
can
can.
explain
Okay,
why.
so
You can talk
I'm gonna
about it.
pick Dark Knight only because probably the most iconic interpretation of the Joker in a movie. Like Heath Ledger was amazing in his portrayal of the Joker. It's funny that when they announced it, all these people on the internet were like, Heath Ledger, like what, dude? Like the guy is like it came out in like young teen movies or whatever. And I don't know if he did Brokeback Mountain yet or not, but he was he was kind of being really. How is he gonna be the Joker? It doesn't even look like when you look at Heath Ledger and you see he's got like blonde hair and he's got like this baby face. Like, how's he gonna turn into the Joker? Excuse me. I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
It's a cold I'm trying to get over. But honestly, it's so crazy how he just gave an amazing performance as the Joker, like none other, man.
I don't know how I got these scars.
Right? Yeah. There you go. That's his. Yeah. So it was great. So
serious.
yeah, and so the way Christopher Nolan brought that grounded. I'm sorry, that grounded.
Batman.
That grounded.
Go ahead.
Take on Batman. Like ever since then, even Zack Snyder tried to copy his Batman into being not Batman. Sorry, Superman into like a Nolan world.
And completely failed.
Yeah, it just didn't. He tried to do it gritty. the way
MIO,
Batman was.
Gritty?
or IMO. It
Didn't realize that
IMO.
you cannot do that with Superman. But anyways, the fact is that he did such a good job in with the Joker and how he put him into Gotham City. All that, it was just amazing. So Dark Knight, far and above one of my favorite Christopher Nolan movies. Now here's where you guys probably have not seen some of these other movies. The Prestige. You guys ever heard of The Prestige? Did you guys ever watch that movie?
I heard
Guys.
of The Prestige. I've never seen it.
Gotta watch that movie. The Prestige is amazing. It is a movie with Hugh Jackman. I think it's Christian Bale in this movie. If I can remember, I gotta remember who else was in this movie. But Hugh Jackman is the main guy. It's about a pair of magicians who are kind of like competing against each other. And the twist in this movie at the end is crazy.
Oh, I think I've seen scenes from that movie. I'm pretty
It's-
sure.
They pull a bunny out of each other's hats.
No,
Just kidding.
well, I thought you were gonna say something else. I literally thought you were gonna say they pulled out a rabbit out of their butts or something like that. I don't know why he was like, why
That's
would you
the
say
twist.
that? That's the twist. No, it's crazy the way they do them. The
Houdini.
Houdini. Houdini. No,
Pooh Jackman.
Pooh Jackman.
Chris-
The movie is awesome.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
The Prestige came out in 2006. It's still is good today if you watch
Yeah.
it. It is what's that word when they used to say is
It's like a timeless classic.
no. It's still
Like a
like
hit?
watchable today. Like
Oh.
it's still good. So you go and watch it. It actually would. It's actually a really good movie and check it out. The other movie that I know you guys. Well, I don't know. Maybe you guys have seen. It's called Memento.
Yeah.
Memento
That was
my-
Christopher Nolan.
yes.
Really?
And Memento was my first like Christopher Nolan movie one. I think he had a few. He had one before that, but that's when he started getting really known. Is like people were blown away. Memento's weird because Memento starts with the end of the movie and works itself backwards.
Yeah, I think I was gonna put this movie on my list, but I had too many other favorites that I didn't get to.
There's a whole video of him of how he storyboards Memento.
Yeah,
Because the whole concept is crazy.
Yeah,
starting from the
concept
end,
of
going
it.
backwards. And the movie's about this guy who does not have short-term memory, right?
He has
like dementia or
No. He's
No.
got that's why it's called memento.
Or
right?
short-term
'Cause
memory loss?
Short-term memory loss, or is it long-term?
I thought it was something more serious than that.
No,
though.
it's short-term. So he cannot remember things that happened right away. He has long-term memory for some of the older stuff that he had,
Okay.
but he doesn't have. Like if you, so I'll give you a quick example in the movie. In the movie, some girl, actually, it's she's from The Matrix. Can't remember her name right now. Yeah, that's her dryer.
The dryer.
The dryer went off. No, yeah, she comes in and says something, yells at him, slaps him, and gets totally mad at him. She walks out of the room, waits a few seconds, and he comes in. She comes back in, and he doesn't remember what just happened.
Yeah.
And so it's things like that. So in order for him to remember some of the things, he tattoos some certain information onto his body.
And
so on his
photographs it
body,
too,
he's got, he photographs some things, but he also writes it, goes to a tattoo parlor, tattoos some of the stuff so he doesn't forget some of that stuff. It's a crazy movie. It's really, really well done. So Memento, if you guys not seen it, go look for it. Highly recommend you guys watch it. Look, Christopher Nolan has an amazing movies. We give you guys 9 movies. Well, not even 9 because we picked some of the same ones.
More like 6.
Around there.
It's like
six.
They take away the Oppenheimer.
And we haven't even seen Oppenheimer, and everybody's saying
like
that
8.
Oppenheimer is
8. I think
like 8 movies. Nah, maybe less than that.
I think 8.
Anyways, the movie is awesome. Go. The movies are awesome.
Yes.
I recommend you guys go watch it.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Now, in honor of Barbie, we wanted to talk about some of the movies that we think could be toys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Or
wait.
made.
Sorry,
no. Some of the toys.
So toys that could be
made
movies.
in the movies.
Yeah.
Gee, there we go. Barbie has me all messed up. So, like, Barbie was a huge hit, dude. And, in fact, when they announced Barbie, it was like, how did they... It always starts off that way, right? How could they make that into a movie? And they figured it out, and they made a lot of money. So, we were thinking, like, hey, what kind of toys could make, like, a movie? So, we're going to pitch our toys...
Ideas.
Yeah, ideas for toy to be into a movie.
Okay.
So, this time, we're at Jonathan first. We're going to go with Jason this time. Jason, what do you think would be a good toy to make into a movie?
Okay, one
Go
of
for
the... snap. Dude, we had a whole roster of toys. I think one of the ones that I thought about would be kind of funny is like a Jenga movie. Because...
How are we going to do it? Wait, how?
Okay, it's like... You kind of remember like how in Ready Player One, like... Wade Watts like lived in like the I forgot what the stacks. It's like a bunch of stacked like trailers. So essentially it's like that, but they're stacked in a Jenga tower, like a bunch of Jenga towers, and the like somehow, some way, like it's kind of like a drama horror because you have to like. I don't know. It's like someone pays like rent or something, like more than the other. Like their thing gets pulled out or something.
Or
so
like they didn't pay the rent. They take out their
if
home.
you don't pay rent, your trailer gets taken out. And
then the guy said, "Dude, pay a rent because the whole building's gonna fall."
Oh crap!
Yeah, see, because then if one person's responsible for like being the last one, then
exactly, then
fall.
the whole thing falls. So it's like drama. It's like a drama. So it's
I could see that, and I could see like an elite party, like
exactly. They're at the top because
so they're trying to stop the bad people from.
Or no, the elites would be at the bottom.
Yeah,
they're the foundation.
Yeah, the elites would be at the bottom.
And the poorer you are, the higher you are.
Yeah,
you know.
It's just the word Jenga doesn't say like.
Well, you wouldn't call it Jenga. You would call it like Tower of Blocks.
No, it has to be named after the toy we're talking about.
Yeah, it'd be called like
I guess
Jenga.
Jenga.
Django.
Jengo.
Well, is that your pick?
It'd be like
That'd be
Jenga
one of my
Unchained.
picks.
Oh, one of your. Oh,
Yeah,
so you
John-
have another idea?
I want to hand it off to Jonathan. I want to
Okay.
see just in case if we have a conflicting.
Yeah. Okay. So the one I was thinking about, and I researched it. They have like old school old cartoon movies, but it's a Hot Wheel movie. So I know they have like Disney Pixar's Cars, but like a Hot Wheel. So like the toys, obviously they're little tiny things. I know they recently just made a Hot Wheel game, to where you like drive Hot Wheels.
Unleashed.
Yeah, Hot Wheels
Unleashed.
Hot Wheels Unleashed. So I think to make like a movie, like somehow, some way, like maybe if like people shrink, or like
Shrink it to the little cars?
yeah, like shrink into the car.
Or what if they made life size?
Yeah, like or
versions
life size
of the
versions of the little Hot Wheels.
Wait, that wouldn't make any sense because they would just be driving Audis and just.
Well,
stuff
no,
like
like,
that.
what
because
if-
they do make.
What if it was like a corporation that was like making cars into like these elaborate things, and then they race against other cars, and then they become like secret agents and stuff.
Yeah, or something like
And
that.
then
Or I think that.
oh
I
wait,
think-
no, that's
or kind of like a Speed Racer as movie, because I think the cool thing about Speed Racer was the different tracks.
I was telling you the thing for Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious.
Because I was like,
Oh,
what
the
if they become
agents.
agents
you're
are gonna just,
that's just Fast and Furious.
that's just Fast and Furious.
No,
Anyway.
because in Speed Racer, one of the coolest things was like the different tracks and the different little power ups that they kind of have, like if you will, like the little spikes on the rims and stuff like that. And I think to see that, I think one of the coolest part of Hot Wheels is not just collecting the cars, but the freaking like
the tracks.
crazy tracks, because they got like loops and loops, and some of them are even like automated to
Well, I
the point
guess
where like
It'd be cool, like if all the tracks
That-
in the
that-
movie
all the
were like
tracks.
all
Kinda like-
orange.
it's kind of like Speed
yeah, because it's
Racer.
all orange. Because it's
kinda
like,
like
so it would
Speed
be
Racer.
cool, like if all the tracks were.
well, that's just Speed Racer did it.
Oh, and then like there's
Speed
like
Racer
a,
already did it.
No, because that video game Hot Wheels Unleashed like allows you to play on those like orange tracks, so it's really cool because if you
nostalgic
if you
almost.
played with those Hot Wheels, which we had Hot Wheels and we had those little tracks, now you can like control it with yourself. But it would also be kind of cool in like a movie, But I guess that's just Speed Racer.
That would kind of be Speed
Like
Racer.
it's just kind
I
of Speed
guess.
Racer, yeah.
Well, I mean, car movies.
Well, I mean,
aren't-
it would be that idea, but with Hot Wheels. I mean,
Yeah,
Hot
exactly.
Wheels is
Yeah.
a huge
It'd be
brand, so
different.
if you
I don't
would
know how
do-
they would do that because they're tiny, so I don't know.
That's why we're throwing it out to Hollywood. You guys come up with it.
or
You guys come up with a Hot Wheels movie. That would be actually pretty awesome because then you could do these elaborate tracks that people are racing
dude, it would
on.
still be cool, like to
But
see a
don't call it
life-size
Speed Racer.
version.
Just call it Hot Wheels.
Call
You
Hot
see,
Wheels.
like, yeah, exactly. I want to see the life-size Snoopy car.
No, see, that would be
Dude, I
cool.
wanna
Like
see the
all
wiener
those like
dog.
character like
The Oscar-
wacky
yeah,
cars.
Oscar Wiener Meyer Mobile.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Either that or they can do like an animated like movie. Like they could do that. They could go that route
No,
too.
it's
Like
gotta
a,
be live action.
like a 3D, like an Illumination
I
Hot
gotta
Wheels
see
movie.
a live-action freaking wiener dog car.
Actually, Illumination movie. Actually, that's not
Like
a
an
bad
Illumination
idea
Hot Wheels
because it
movie.
kind of gives you the freedom to do like crazy stuff too, and
Yeah,
still
it
make
could be
it
super
kinda
wacky.
like-
You could have like a
guess,
minion
if
car,
you
the
would
minion
trust
car,
anyone-
the
yeah,
minion
if you would
car.
trust anyone to do it.
minion car.
Oh, yeah, they have. I'm pretty sure they have a minion car because they have the Mario Kart Hot Wheels. So
They
they
do.
Could
I would- yeah,
Illumination's
I
already
guess.
partnered with Nintendo.
I would
so
trust Illumination to do it.
I would.
Yeah, that's true.
Illumination
Yeah.
Hot Wheels movie.
Come on,
if you're
Illuminate.
listening to the beta report,
Make
Make
it
a
happen.
Hot-
Yeah,
make
Make
a
it
Hot
happen.
Wheels
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
make it do it.
Make it happen.
All right, so I have an idea, dude. I have an idea. What if we did an Operation movie, like the board game Operation, but it's a horror movie?
So like
Horror
what happened?
movie.
So what's
So
the
like
premise?
the premise would be like sort of like this evil guy captures all these people, and in order to save them, you have to actually operate on them.
like
and you have to
normal
move-
people have to operate.
Yes,
And then
like
if
you like
kinda
you don't
like
have
Saw
a
kind of
the-
thing.
I don't have
yeah.
a degree.
Oh shoot, that's all, huh?
Well,
This
No.
is nuts.
All right, no. Well, it'd be something like where like the game itself, right? You have to like remove these crazy stuff out of the person's body, then it shocks
so
them
you
or
have to
whatever.
remove like a tissue from his like freaking leg.
No, it's,
Well,
serious.
the woman's
It's
like
crazy
a-
stuff like that. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
like-
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like
like
you have to
a-
remove like a wrench from his brain.
No, yeah.
You know what? You think of like a lamb shank or something like
Yeah,
that
it's
out of
like-
his
it's like you
stomach
remove like
or
a
something.
mailbox
Yeah,
from his
it's like-
left
it's like
elbow.
a PlayStation controller. You remove a PlayStation controller from his
Yeah.
freaking forearm.
Yeah, like it's it's
Take,
strange.
Like, you can take a lunchbox out of his like knee or something.
It's funny
like that.
because if you guys don't know Operation, like the way it works is that when you hit the little side, you use like little tweezers, and so they're like little metal tweezers at the tip, and
It
it
like
has
buzzes.
it has like buzzes. And it's funny. I always used to be like scared of that because it like I always thought it like actually shocked you. It
When
does.
you were
it-
little, you were like go out
Yeah,
and
I
you were
was
like
like-
all scared.
I actually was scared too. I think.
because I thought it
you
actually
too?
shocked. I thought it actually shocked you. But
Dude,
it,
the freaking vibrations were
yeah,
hard, man.
when you're a kid, those vibrations are like loud. You're like,
You're like, oh, my bad, no.
I'm out here making you guys play. Play it, hurry up, get it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but it'd be crazy to add on to your idea.
What?
Is that like it's not necessarily like the person himself reaching in. It's like they're in a separate room, and the operating table is right there, right? So the person's laying down, and there's like a crane or something,
Yeah.
or like
the
a
crane
like-
is like.
So they're moving, right? So they're moving the crane with the joystick or whatever. It doesn't matter. So they have to reach in and get the stuff.
Yeah.
But if they screw
But
up,
they have
if
like
hit
shock
the stuff-
collars or something.
like it. But no, it shocks the person. It shocks the person.
Wait,
And
so the guy who's
pers-
getting operated is also getting shocked?
yeah, and the person,
but
the person is a person they love. So they have to save the person, right? But they have to do it carefully.
Yeah.
You know, so you have a time limit, right? Like you have less than 5 minutes to do it. If you take your time, they're screwed. If you're doing, if you're reckless with it, you're screwed, right? Because if it was someone I didn't know, I'd be like, bro, I don't care. Like there's no incentive for me to actually see
I
the
guess so.
person.
Well, that's why
You
it
know?
shocks you. It's supposed to shock you, you know.
I mean, I guess,
I guess.
but it'd be more weight too to
That's-
know that you're shocking someone else.
I guess so.
I think,
Yeah.
Dang, man. That's
Okay,
pretty-
so what
that's
about
pretty
like
tough, dude?
what about that? But then like there's
freaking
like
dark.
a guy in a little tricycle, and he collects people who did bad things and make. Oh, that's just Saw.
Well,
dude.
that's
Yeah,
just
that's Saw, too.
That's
Just
just
Saw,
like,
dude.
where are you going with this? Wait.
And name it Puzzle Piece.
Well, what if we had like a little
His
toy,
name is Puzzle Piece.
What if we had a little toy space dude and a toy cowboy guy, and then like they're like frenemies at first,
Oh, and
they
the
become good
Space Ranger
friends.
thinks he's like actually like in
Yeah.
Okay,
space.
and then
And then he's like, "Oh,
Okay.
you're just a sad little toy."
Sad little.
and then he goes,
Man.
"You are a toy."
Yeah.
Because, yeah, because,
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
And then there's a part where he goes, "If the boot."
Wait, that sounds like
Wait.
that sounds like Toy
Toy
Story.
Story. That's Toy Story, dude. Forget
No,
it.
wait. Okay, but I have an original idea. Like, let's say it's like cars or vehicles, okay, that they just naturally look like that, but like when people aren't looking, they turn into like these massive like robots, right? So then they're fighting each other, but like they come from another world. It's like a
Really?
Robotron or cyber world.
Cyberville.
Yes,
Cyberville.
Cybertown.
Cybertown.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You know,
Yeah, that's just Transformers.
cyberspace.
No, that's
or
just
something.
Transformers, bro.
Robotville. Robotron.
All right, make the robots
Oh my
fight.
God.
Yeah,
People will.
and like there's like a main robot, but he's like
And they're like in a boxing ring.
yeah
Yeah,
then
they
they
put them
make
in a
a fight?
boxing ring, and like people will control their robot.
Yeah, exactly, and like they do like wait, that's just real.
That's
stuff.
Real
just
steel. Oh my God, you
Okay.
guys.
Okay, make the robots bigger and make them fight aliens.
All right.
Ah, that's a specific ring.
Oh my-
bro. Oh my
All right, look, Hollywood. We already gave you 3 original ideas, and not these other ones already been making movies. So you gotta go out there and make some of these movies. So get it done. All right, guys, we've come to the last segment of this show.
Yes.
The last segment, and after that, we have a special announcement to make. But let's get done with the last segment. This is the part of the segment, part of the show. Sorry, part of the show where we recommend something for you guys to watch, and we watched it, so it's a review and our pick of the week.
Pick of the week.
Pick of the week.
Pick of the week.
We've been promising you guys an actual theme song for that, and one
We're
of these
working on it.
days
We're
we're gonna get
We're
an
working
actual
on
theme
it.
song.
getting,
We're working on it.
We're getting creative.
Yes, guys, our pick of the week this week is a Netflix original film called.
Who
What's it called?
Cloned.
Oh, there you go.
Tyrone.
No. They cloned Tyrone.
Yes,
That's what it's called.
Oh,
they
they-
clone Tyrone. Yes, Tyrone is a clone. No
the
wait,
question that you're asking is who cloned Tyrone? But
yeah,
But the movie
But the
is,
movie is
they
called They
cloned Tyrone.
they
who's they?
cloned Tyrone. It's on Netflix right now. It stars Jamie Foxx, John Boyega, and Tayona. Oh my God,
Authority.
no,
Thardy.
I want to say Tayona something Her last name's with a P. My bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. But and she's in WandaVision. She's coming up in the Marvels. She's done other stuff too. She's great. She's,
Maria Rambeau.
No, that's the mom.
Oh
no,
no. The other.
She's the daughter.
Yeah.
Monica
Teona
Rambeau.
Yeah, there you go.
Monica.
Price. I am so sorry. I forgot her last name. But anyways, she is great, dude. No disrespect to her. She was great. All three are great in this movie. This movie is so good, guys. Yes. We really enjoyed this movie. It's a comedy. It's what they call a blaxploitation movie, where a lot of they use a lot of these tropes in these movies where they're using a lot of these stereotypes, but it's based around a sci-fi concept in the movie. I mean, there's clones. There's scientific experiments being done.
Dude, but what's
like mind control.
What's interesting was that I forgot the name of the director. Honestly,
it's like starts with a J. I think
it's Jewel Taylor.
Yeah.
I got like, I don't even know if you got this, but I kind of got like Spike Lee vibes almost. Like it's very like gritty and like
it was, and I think that what added
like
to that
I
was
did too.
action.
No, I have to agree. I did get a lot of like
Spike Lee
kind of Spike Lee vibes out of it.
What was crazy, and because I was mentioning it to the guys earlier, was that this movie is like, it's like in modern times, but it has like a vintage like retro feel to it.
Yeah,
in a lot of
I got
ways.
that.
But it was so cool. It fits so well because like the lighting and the just ambience
And then
felt
the
like it
film
was like in the 60s, 70s.
It's very like grainy, no?
Yeah, it's like really grainy.
It's really grainy.
But like on the signs it says like Uber Eats and HBO, Max, like included and stuff. So it's like modern,
So when I
it's
use
super
that
cool.
term blaxploitation movies, that was very popular in the 70s, like Black Dynamite, I think, or Dynamite. I forgot the name of it, but one of them I think was Black Dynamite. The other was like Bruce Leroy. All those movies in the 70s that had like the main protagonist was an African American or something like that, and it was pretty dope of some of these movies, and so it's kind of has that feel to it where it has these grainy kind of look, kind of older, but it's in these days. Back in the movies, like the Superfly movies, way before your time, and so it kind of has that feel, but it does feel like a very Spike Lee type movie, kind of like that kind of gritty urban kind of movie. It's just really really cool the way it came out. Teona Paris, that's her name. Dude, I didn't even realize that David Allen Greer is in this movie, and then a surprise that Kiefer Sutherland comes out in this movie too. So it's a good movie. It's funny. It's got some comedy in it too.
Dude, Jamie Foxx, I feel like really he pretty much carried a lot of the.
Dude, he carried this movie. He did.
Yeah.
He did. John Boyega is great.
I think John Boyega's character in this movie is so like, it's so cool because I've never seen John Boyega in another setting other than Star Wars as Finn. They fly now. They fly now.
Why does everybody want to go back to Jakku?
That scene was spectacular. But
seeing him in this like grittier, like
serious
vibe, it was cool, and it's like it was really enjoyable.
If you guys haven't seen a movie called Attack the Block, and this is where he breaks out.
Okay.
He is he's really young in that movie, but he's like a part of a little gang, and it's based out of London. And some aliens attack like a little city and attack this like building they're in. So they're trapped in this building. They have to get out, and so he's in that movie. That's where he got known.
Okay.
It's called Attack the Block. Someone very famous directed this movie. That's done other movies as well. I'm trying to find out who it was, but he's really, really good in that movie. And I'm giving ideas for people who only have seen, like you have only seen him in Star Wars movies, because he's done other stuff. But Attack the Block is a really good movie, and I recommend you guys watch it. I think it's streaming on Hulu, and I believe Prime Video. So you guys go check it out. It's a really good movie. But yeah, it's really, really good.
Dude, but one thing I want to say, because I don't know how you guys feel about this, but because I really enjoyed the movie. It was so good. But what I think, and again, I don't know how you feel about this, but what I think would have made it like better almost because just the vibe and everything was just so awesome. It left me wanting more.
Yeah.
Like it left me wanting like just more in this world, like
more of them.
more of
I
them,
think
the story,
the trio.
I feel like what made this better if it was made into a series. I don't know what do you think about it?
Dude, I kind of had, that's a good point, because when I was watching this movie, I was like, dude, this easily could have been a season, like a whole series.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you expand on it.
But I wanted to
That's
see
true.
it fleshed out, because like I saw that it was only like an hour and 59 minutes or so, and I'm like, like that's it, because I wanted more of the story of the underground, stuff like that.
Yeah, because
and then the ending and stuff, won't spoil anything, but like, man, like I really wish, and I hope, I don't know, maybe they'll consider it if it was a series instead.
Yeah,
that would have been
I can see that, because it is true. I was kind of not disappointed, but like sad that it's over, because it kind of leaves you wanting more.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the trio, they had their chemistry so well that like you could just see more
you
of
could
them.
just watch it.
I'm
like,
glad
binge
you
it.
I'm glad you said that, because I think one of the best parts of the movie is the chemistry between the three.
Yeah,
Between Toyana Paris, John Boyega, and Jamie Foxx. Yes, Jamie Foxx carried the movie, but them three is what makes the movie, I think, elevate. It's so good. I mean, it's done really well. It was fun. It was great. It was kind of a surprise, because it was like, dude, where did this movie come out of? Like, it was just out of nowhere, and it's great. So we recommend you guys watch it. It's on Netflix. Go check it out.
What is it? Beta tested,
Beta
approved.
Oh yeah.
There
you
you
go.
go. We forgot to say that. Beta tested, beta approved, guys. All right, now time for the special announcement we want to make, guys. We are partnering with, and I just got to bring it up real quick. We are partnering with the Artisan Social Club. Dude, what is
the Artisan Social Club? You may be asking.
Yeah. We ask, what is the Artisan Social Club? Artisan Social Club, and I don't have it memorized, so I'm going to read it. Nonprofit is a nonprofit organization that brings industry professionals together to provide insight, direction, and mentorship to the next generation of creatives. Guys, it's so awesome. This club helps people who want to get into the industry of being an artist, being any type of artist, a concept artist, a video game artist, a toy designer. It's just a opportunity to be able to get into a community of other people in the same industry to help you in either workshops. They have some amazing mentors that, guys, they're not just anybody. There are industry giants that are part of this club. This club was founded by our dear friend Carlos Mendoza III. I got to put it out there because he has the third in his name, so it must be important to him. Carlos, we love you. Dude, this guy is amazing. He is an amazing artist. You guys can go follow him at Carlos_art, I think. You have to check it out.
Carlos Art with like a 3 somewhere in
Something
there.
like that. We'll post it in our social media, so you'll see where he's at. But he founded this group, and like I said, he's worked with like doing toy design for Star Wars, for SpongeBob, just basically. Most of the toys you've seen, he's worked with it, and so he's putting together these industry giants, dude, of these as mentors who could be mentors to people who join the Artisan Social Club. So, if you guys want to know more about the Artisan Social Club, go to artisansocialclub.com and you can see their website. You can go to see who the mentors are, and then you'll see that there'll be actual live events, and we are partnering up with them to help them do some of these live events. And actually, one happening this Saturday at 5:00. More details to follow on our social media of where you could see this live panel of toy designers. So we're going to do a live panel of toy designers who will be talking about the industry, how they got into the business, how you guys can get into it, just some great life advice and just really great information and just doing some fun stuff with them. So just continue to follow us, continue to listen. We're going to give you more info about how to be a part of the Artisan Social Club. Guys, it's going to be amazing, guys, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
We're super excited. It's crazy because like you said, these toys that you've seen as kids, so it's like, I played with a bunch of these toys, like Ninja Turtle toys and the SpongeBob toys and stuff like
Hot Wheels.
Hot
We're
Wheels.
just talking about Hot Wheels.
And meeting these designers in person, dude, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Guys,
I'm probably gonna stutter a little bit.
we've got to meet like the lead one of the lead designers of God of War, some of the guys that did Marvel movies,
Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Yes,
all
like
that
all that stuff, dude. So it's really awesome. So if you guys want to got more information about the Artisan Social Club, go to their website, artisansocialclub.com. We're also going to be posting on our website, on our social medias, all the information about where to follow them, and just keep listening and pay attention to this week as we give more information about this Saturday, about the live event that we're doing together with the ASC. So keep checking them out, guys. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on this episode. We have just so much fun doing this. Continue to follow us on all our social medias at The Beta Report. Listen and subscribe to the podcast. We're going to post this on YouTube. We're going to attempt to put it up, right?
We're gonna
Are we doing?
We're
We're gonna put it up?
We didn't even mention that this episode was filmed
Oh,
on video.
I know. Well, I mean, some people are going to be able to see us because, hey, look, we're seeing it.
I know. Yeah, we're
Hey.
very fancy. We have 3 different camera angles to view our beautiful faces.
We're gonna drive our engineer
I know,
crazy
yeah.
right now. Which one is she gonna go to?
Yeah.
Which
Which
one?
one?
Look at.
Which one?
Which one? Which one? This one? This one? This
Keep
one?
on your toes.
Oh,
Which
this one?
one?
This
Which
one?
this one? This one? Or this one?
Guys, we're gonna be. Sorry, Josie. Sorry, guys. We're gonna be on YouTube. We're gonna post it up there, but you guys can go to any podcast app to listen to us. Thank you guys so much for listening. We're gonna be back next week with another episode. We'll give you more info where you can watch the live show that we were gonna live stream and record on this Saturday. But just come back and join us. Be with us again. Till next week. I'm the Con,
I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Jason.
and we are the Beta Report. See you guys later.
See ya.